Anthony, if we can, let's start off by talking about how you got your start in the oil and gas industry.
Okay, I got my start somewhat unique. I was flying as a pilot in the 147th Reconnaissance Squadron at the time, and a fellow pilot of mine met through his wife, John Cavett, our CEO. John had just received his private equity funding from NGP, and I had heard about that at the time I was finishing my MBA. Reached out to John, and it was a good fit. We really aligned in many aspects of where we're trying to go, and he invited me to help start the company.
That is unique how you mentioned that as well. Talk to us about, the dedication maybe and the focus that it took to be kind of taking a jump like that to navigate.
It's exciting and scary at the same time. I mean, the transition from the military to the civilian world it's not obvious, it's not sure, it's hard to communicate your skill set and its relevance on the other side. It was exciting though. I had spent quite a bit of time in the military, and I was looking forward to getting out and working in the civilian sector and being able to help start a company that had private equity backing was obviously a nicety. So it was a mix of feelings and experiences.
Talk to us a little bit about, any challenges. Of course, what you just mentioned is a challenge, but once being in the company, challenges or risks that you all were able to navigate.
There's a lot. So starting from the beginning, we had, it's just a few of us starting in the office, and we had to figure out everything while getting the people who committed to cross over and service revenue ready within a month.
Wow.
So we had to find out trucks, get insurance, figure out how we're going to pay people, just getting it all going and started, and making sure that we're compliant with MSA requirements and all of these other myriad aspects of starting a business. And so there were those elements, and then compounding with the investment in developing new equipment and a lot of that aspect. So we provide oil field services for the well flow spectrum, is what we call it. So you will provide men and large pieces of equipment to a location to help manage what we call the birth of the well. And so the technology that we provided on starting the company was really the vision of our founder, John, that we were shifting from gas to oil at that time, and we needed much larger vessels to handle retention. Those vessels didn't really exist out there. So we started from an investment profile focusing on those larger vessels. And then he also had a softer side to the business, and it was something that resonated well with me. And that aspect was just how you take care of the people. And at the time, it was pretty common to treat field services employees pretty low and not really value their contribution and give them a sense of safety and development. And so he had a big aspect focused on being able to develop employees.
Talk to us about any advice you may have for younger professionals trying to navigate their way through career and future.
So we have young interns every year. That's a program that I lead, and it's a good learning experience for me to see just the ingenuity and naivety coming out of school. And one of the common things that I tell them is just that sense of grit. You just get in there, you identify the problems, and you fail, and you recover, and you solve, and you just keep going forward. We're all ultimately trying to collaborate to solve a common problem, and it's just a continued effort and focus.
What about a tricky question here? Do you have any advice about work and life balance, really, how you're able to kind of navigate that world as well?
I mean, it's obviously in life you have to have your priorities. So if in my situation, I'm married and I have 4 kids, and so they're a big part of my life and a big focus of how I divide my time. But when you're younger, obviously you may not have that level of responsibility and commitment. The balance isn't an everyday thing. It's kind of an ongoing need thing. You identify the needs of your family. For me, family first, and where can I be and how can I participate in those elements while still accomplishing the important elements of work. And so it ebbs and it flows. Sometimes you work a lot, sometimes you have a little more time with the family. And just setting everybody up, kind of helping everyone understand the expectations, both at work and at home, are really how you achieve that harmony more than a balance.
Great. We appreciate you sharing your story with us, and congratulations on this honor.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
very
it.
welcome. And for more on honorees like Anthony, you can find that on heartenergy.com.